we're moving right along. So since we're talking about health and style, let's not stop there. We talk about clean food and eating good food and healthy. We talk about clean air or clean water. Now let's talk about clean air. Our next item is customer top rated for a reason. I was going to say for a millionaire, but I wanted to say Bionaire, because you don't have to be rich and famous to get this type of quality and purify the air that you are breathing. This is the Bionaire True HEPA Mini Tower Air Purifier. Now this is new, and you can try to get this at retail. You spend $79.98. Guess what? We're offering it for $39.98. We're beating our own price. We were selling it for $49, and now you're saving $9. So we have it for $39.98. Your item number is V57212. Over 1,700 orders already since we introduced this. It's new, it's great. We have this color here, which is black. And I'm going to bring in my friend Nick Antolik, who's bringing us products for our home for over 20 years. And I see him there. Hey, buddy.
TJ, it's great to see you and welcome into my home. It's been fun shopping along with you for the last hour with that great humidifier. And yeah, I'm so excited to be with you today to talk about air purification, to talk about, like you mentioned, we care about what we put in our bodies. We care about, working out and making sure we're being healthy. Well, how about cleaning that air? And we all know during these winter months when you shut up the windows and you have cooking and hairsprays and pollutants and pets running around like I have, cleaning the air in your home is so important. And this is a really, really awesome way to do it with this unit from Bionaire.
Wow. Nick, thank you so much for saying that. So QVC family, I called Nick earlier and we were talking because last night I was making some pork chops out of one of the air fryers that we have here. And I wasn't paying attention and it started burning and there was smoke in my apartment and it set off one of the alarms. And I was fanning the alarm and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I wish I had an air purifier so it could clean up the smoke. Because look, the alarm went off, but it still smelled like smoke when I woke up this morning. So I had to close my bedroom door and my bathroom door so it didn't smell like food when I woke up. Not that that's bad, but I was telling Nick, I told you I was going to share this story. This is something that's perfect that I could have had in the kitchen because it's so small and sleek, but it's really a powerhouse.
It is. And TJ, that's a great way to position it because you smelled that cooking, right? There's oftentimes pollutants all throughout the air that we're not directly smelling, right? So here you can see, this is
who's that handsome guy with Monifa
earlier last week.
Yeah.
I don't know that guy, but check this out. We turn this on and immediately you start to see that air circulating. This air has this air purifier has a clean air delivery rate of 105. What that means is in a room that's 10 by 16, an average size room, it's going to completely circulate the air within 5 times within an hour. Now, in about 30 seconds there, all of the smoke that we had in that chamber completely went through. And where did it get trapped? Right here into a HEPA filter. And when we talk for the next 30 minutes or so, that's what's going to be so important about our discussion. There's a lot of humidifiers out there and you can spend hundreds of dollars on them, right?
Yeah.
Most important is this right here. It's a HEPA air filter. What HEPA means is the high efficiency particulate air filter, right? And here you can see the one is in there. This is one that I've had in my home for only a couple months. And you can see how that color changes instantly, right, over those months. These are all things that if it wasn't being trapped in this HEPA air purifier, it would be being breathed in by me, my loved ones, and my family. So this is the brand new filter that you're going to get when you get it home, that Aer1, the Aer1. That's what's so important. Now, this filter specifically, HEPA filter, capturing 99.97% of all of those air pollutants, talking pet hair, talking pet dander, smoke, allergens specifically for this one, it's going to trap at 99.97% down to 0.3 microns, which I promise we'll get into a little bit more of the nerdy details about the air pollutant size. But most importantly, it's going to have this for a full year. So I've got the pre-filter on there as well, but it's such a simple, easy to use thing. So listen, I do have kids stuff all over the house, a messy kitchen sitting right over there, but I know that this is constantly cleaning the air in my house for not just me, but for everybody. So if you think about it for yourself or your loved ones, what a practical present, because we all should be worried about the air that we're breathing.
I love that you said that. And so I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm going to say this. So QVC family, Nick is a new papa. So he has a baby in his home. And so when you showed me that old filter
Sure.
compared to the clean filter, that's not just going into adults that can handle it. It's going into an infant's system and their lungs. And so I feel like that's super important that you're pointing this out, that you have this in your home.
It is, absolutely. And what I love about this is, again, when we talk about air purifiers, there's ones where you walk in and you say, whoa, check that out. What is that? No, this is one that's going to do the same job with that HEPA filter. There on screen, you're seeing that wonderful, it's a kind of a view screen that can go through there. So you can constantly be checking your air filter. But like I said, this is going to last for that full year.
Yeah.
When you do have to replace the HEPA air purifier filter, you have a lot of options out there. And they're very, very inexpensive filters that you're going to be able to readily find. So again, as a gift, you know you're getting over a year of healthy cleaning the air in your home, but then it's not an arm and a leg. And that's the big thing here. Bionaire has been bringing home comfort and wellness to our home environment for over 20 years. They're a really, really well-known company. They've been doing this a long time. And I'd love to quickly, if I could, just give you a tour of some of the other
let's
features.
tour the
why
tower.
I love this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So exactly, right? A little tower.
Tour the
So
tower.
up on the top there, so we've got 3 modes of cleaning, and it's super simple and easy to use. So up on the top there, you can dial that up and down. Perfect. You're showing it there. So you have 3 speed modes. They're all going to be incredibly quiet. Now, when we talk about that clean air delivery rate of the 105 that we were talking about, cleaning a room 10 by 16 5 times an hour, you want to put that up to level 3 if you do have, like you did, a pollutant in the air like that kitchen smell, right? Right below that, you have a button there, and that button is actually an ionizer. Now, what's cool about the ionizer, and if you know air ionizer, air cleaners in the past, that blue light will come on like I'm showing there. And what that does is that emits negatively charged ions, which are going to naturally attract the positively charged ions of air pollutants. So things like pet dander, things like smoke, those are positively charged ions. The negatives are going to attach that and draw that into the air filter. And remember, everything's passing through that HEPA filter. Now, another pretty cool thing on here is this little dial. And it's pretty funny because if you do have an air purifier in your home and you're thinking to upgrade, well, when was the last time you changed that filter? Well, Bionaire gave you a way to actually indicate, there you go, by the month when you replace the filter. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, why do you have 2 dials there if it only lasts a year, right? Or if it does last a year? Well, some of the other filters, which I'll go into later, if you do want a different variety, they do have different runtime lives. So you're getting that allergen filter, which does last a year, but if it didn't and it was 6 months, right, you could set that now and you could set that 6 months later. So you always know when that air purifier will need to be replaced. But it's simple. It's easy to use. It's not going to be an eyesore in your home. It stands about 16 inches tall by 7 inches wide. And I love that because this is where I use it in my home. This is connected to my kitchen. My living room's right in front of us there. I drop this down out of the way, and you get to see the Christmas decor and not the air purifier in your home.
I love that you said that. And listen, I just turned it on just because I wanted to hear everything you had to say. And you can dial it. It's so easy to use, and it's quiet. So look, I had it on 1 here, and I'm just going to turn it to 2. And I turn to 3, and I turn that to ionizer, which is what I would have had last night, so it didn't smell like smoke and pork. I love what this is, and I love what it does. It's also, listen, I'm not the only person because it is customer top rated. Give us a call. You're going to be in the house. If it's cold, even if it's not cold and you're on the West Coast, like my cousins live in Phoenix, it's really dusty in Phoenix. I still have my place in Los Angeles. I live on a main street on Hollywood Way. I'm always getting soot because I live on the main street and it's always in the windows. So you can't avoid certain pollution. They just get in your house or your home. And this is a great way to say, listen, I don't want to, it's got to go somewhere. It's either going to go through your air purifier or it's going to go through your lungs. And I don't want that to happen to you. Your item number is V57212. Give us a call, 800-500-7590. This is by Bionaire, and it's a True HEPA mini tower air purifier. And I want to talk to Nick about HEPA because I learned what that was during the pandemic and what that meant in terms of schools and planes and HEPA filters and what that meant. It's the very best filter that you can get. And Nick, can you speak to us a little bit more about why Bionaire chose a HEPA filter?
Well, it's absolutely standard in the industry. And again, a HEPA filter means a high efficiency pollutant air filter. I don't know why the F stays off of that HEPA, but like your point, over this last year, we've all had a heightened awareness, right? Whether it was wildfire smoke or just different things that, you want to, the bacteria and stuff, you want to make sure that the air that we're breathing is safe. And the HEPA filter captures 99.97% of pollutants that are down to 0.3 microns. Now, what does that mean, right? Well, I'll put it this way. A human hair is typically about 50 microns, okay? So take that human hair, the width of a human hair, chop it up into 50 different slices, and then we're going down to 0.3, okay?
Yeah.
So really, really small particles get trapped into this filter is what we're saying. Now, when you think about air pollutants, for me, I have a cat, we're talking pet dander, we're talking smoke. They're about 10 micron. So we can go down to 0.3. That means this HEPA filter is trapping things like the dust, like the pet dander, in this case especially, the allergens. It's locking it into the HEPA filter, and here's what you're seeing it in action. I wish I could, hopefully I'll be with you back in studio soon, TJ, to show you this. It's pretty cool, but I just turned that on. When we started this presentation, you couldn't even see that air tower in there. But immediately, look at the way that that's swirling around. That's for a couple reasons. Number one, the HEPA filter, like we talked about. But the clean air delivery rate of 105 means that in a room 10 by 6, it is completely filtering through all the air around us here in my dining room, pulling into my kitchen 5 times an hour, almost 5 times an hour. This is going through this filter. So if you think about your home, you think about your loved ones, you think about all the different things that we're doing in our home, right? Like cooking, like if there's smoke,
burning.
if there is pet dander,
nothing
right?
I do is cooking.
Burning.
It's burning.
Right.
I'm learning cooking, but if I'm burning.
But listen, all those things in your home and everybody's home environment at home, right? Why wouldn't you have this? Get this at an amazing cost, a filter that's going to last for over 12 months, and you're going to be able to get those easily available. So for me, whether it's a gift for myself, this is what I choose to put in multiple rooms of my home. But as a practical present, it comes in a great box. I will say that, which is nice. So it does come in that a box. So if you're going to put a bow on it, it's really, really nice because everybody should be worried about their air quality. So for you, for your loved ones, if you want an air purifier, you want that HEPA filter, and you get all of these great features with this one.
Thank you for sharing it. Listen, I'm glad that you said, because look, it's either going to go in your lungs or it's going to go through the filter. Those are the only two places it's going. And this is someplace that you can, or this is something that you could put really anywhere. And I love what it is. It's a tower. It's inconspicuous. I love it. You actually don't know if it's a coffee maker or if it's an old CD stand, whatever it is. But I love the design of it, and I hope that you do too. Our sale price is $39.98. It is customer top rated. You don't have to take my word for it. You can go on to QVC.com and see all the reviews that they've left for it. If you try to buy this in retail, you spend about $80. Here, you're spending half of that. It's $39.98. Aria 150 spoken for on our show. Your item number is V57212. Give us a call, 800-500-7590. It's compact enough that you can leave it in your kitchen or in. Now, I want to say, Nick, could I put this in my bathroom? Is there any problem with me putting it in a bathroom, or are there certain rooms where I shouldn't put it?
You can put it anywhere you'd like. I could say I can't put it in my bathroom because I got a tiny, tiny house, but my bathrooms are small. But I put it in bedroom, 10 by 16, 160 square feet is going to give you that 5 times air circulation. But this is perfect for those medium-sized rooms, for your kitchen, for your living room, for your den. How about an entryway where you get a lot of stuff coming in? And, I don't want to just talk about the winter season because, you have terrible air pollutants in the house when you close up the windows. But how about when we open up those windows again? This isn't something you're only using just in the winter. How about those pollutants? I personally, and again, no medical advice from here, I'm far from a doctor, but I suffer from seasonal allergies. I've suffered from asthma my entire life. I can tell you that my doctor recommended an air purifier for me in my home.
Wow.
So when it comes down to it, I always would recommend an air purifier that has that HEPA filter. And some of the things that I love about this is what you just mentioned. Number one, it's small, sleek, compact. kind of gets out of the way. I don't want an air purifier to be the first thing that people notice when they come into my home. And because I live in a smaller space, I'm able to kind of tuck this away, and it's not taken up, all right, this corner is going to be for the air purifier. This unit specifically, I did mention it does come with that great box. If you need a practical present, this is a great one. You have those 3 speeds up